Ahoy there, Legion. As you might recall, though I've built Ivara, I was waiting on Neza's release to see if I could snag him first. His playstyle looks interesting, I'd probably have some fun with it, but not something I'd keep in the long run. Still, I could get some mastery rank out of it, and even do a short recap video on some of the tips I might have picked up along the way. So I waited for 18.1 to arrive, and with it came the news that we're supposed to farm all of his parts via sortie mission rewards. Well, that's settled. There's some mixed to good news, so I'll lightly touch down on that mixed part first. DE added a hotfix that altered enemy AI. It doesn't seem to be 100% from what I tested, but when an enemy is alerted of your presence and fires off a shot, it no longer alerts every single enemy on the entire level. It will still alert enemies within range, but it's not supposed to go through closed doorways and the like. That's the iffy part. Sometimes it's worked like a charm, others not so much, but stealth is in a much better state now than it has ever been, which is great to see. A related change to this is, and some folks were blowing this out of proportion, enemies can now see around them. So if you stealth kill someone right behind another guy, they're gonna see you. Unless you're invisible, you might notice you alert enemies that you wouldn't have before. I tested this out the most, and while I can say it is true, the radius is quite small. I've stealth meleeed many enemies back to back, and only when I got right up on them did their comrades ever notice. Keep in mind, this also comes into play with ranged silent weapons, so bow kills with enemies grouped up and right on top of each other will trigger this reaction. So time your shots and pick your targets wisely, Legion. The other issue I'm fully expecting DE to fix, because it did break things, is Extermination. The entire mission type isn't exactly unplayable, but as of Friday it's in a very messy spot. The short version is, to save on resources, enemies tend to spawn around the player. In the case of Extermination, if you miss one and keep clearing forward, those enemies will disappear and respawn where you currently are in one of those small side rooms. At least that's how it used to work. Right now, enemies tend to stick around and glue their feet to the floor. I rushed to the end of Avoid Extermination, and while this still forced the majority of enemies to spawn near the exit, a sizable amount did not, and I did have to resort to backtracking to wipe the rest of them out. Again, I expect some of these things to get changed and fixed, so I'll invoke the spirit of Christmas to stall my own internal frustrations from being voiced and give them time to tweak. Update 18 was a great high point to end the year on. I hope they don't mess it up with off-the-cuff changes like this. But to keep the good vibes a-flowing, let's end this video with some of the festive items they added to the game. If you missed out on some of these last year, you got a second chance. In total, there are festive skins for Mirage, Frost, 2 fur kubrow patterns, the Glaxian, Sonicor, candy cane skin for any scythe weapon type, and a band of jingle bells for any fist weapon type. Bells even jingle when you hit something with it, which is a nice touch. I believe the things you buy for platinum you get to keep, but the things you buy for credits disappear in about 20 days. They're only 1 credit each, so they won't break the space bank. Don't forget to snag the holiday Lisette look while you're at it. I kept her buying mine last year till they finally removed it for good. They've also added a kubrow elf hat and a Rudolph red nose this year, but I don't think dogs are accessories to fashion up, so of course I never buy these things and expose my kubrow to. I couldn't help it. Look at it. Look at it! If this update recap helped you out or put a smile on your face, we'd be honored if you'd like, favorite, and share this video with your fellow Tenno. We always appreciate it when you does. As always, thank you for watching, and catch you next time, Legion. Take care.